Hi guys, so I wanted to do an update video on my job as a phlebotomist. So I work at BioLife, like I said in my first video, if you didn't watch that. It's been about a year and a half now that I've worked there, and so far I have come into one new position and I'm applying for a second. So what it looks like at my job is there are a certain amount of openings for different positions. Okay, so when I started at BioLife, I was just a phlebotomist, so a phlebotomy technician, I think is what it's called. So I was a phlebotomy technician for about a year, and then an opening came up for a lead technician, which is basically you run the production floor, make sure everything is going smoothly, the processing time is on par with what it should be. So that's the time that it takes for a donor to finish a whole donation. It's all documented electronically, so we are in charge of that, how fast that's going, making sure just everything is running smoothly and there's not a bunch of errors being made. So that's what I've been doing for about the past half a year. I've worked at BioLife for about a year and a half now, a little bit longer, but now I'm applying for a supervisor position. So that is basically you're running the floor, but you're more in charge of everything that's happening rather than the actual production. So you have the lead tech, which is running the floor basically, and you are in charge of everything overall. So that is maybe what I'm gonna get soon, so I'll give an update on that. But I just wanted to give some updates for how it's been working there for the past year and a half. So I definitely feel like I've gotten really good at phlebotomy. There's a yield percentage that you get every week, so it kind of tallies up how good you're doing, I guess. So to have a good yield, it should be over 98.8. So that's out of like the total plasma we could be getting. I'm getting 98.8%, whatever of that. So I've been having a good yield, which has put me on a list of like advanced phlebotomists that can only do like a certain list of people. So if somebody has like really bad veins or whatever, they've had bad luck with people, then they match up with you on that list. So I've been on that list for, let's see, like over a year, I bet. So that's a good accomplishment. I've definitely improved in my phlebotomy skills since working there. Let's see, I would say, yeah, so for pay increase, I started at $13.50, I think, is what I was hired at. And then our center increased our starting wage by $2, so that bumped me up to $15.50. And then once I was at that $15.50 spot is when I got bumped up to lead tech. So that was a, what was it? $3.25 raise, or I get paid $18.75 right now. So whatever increase that was, that is what I'm making right now, and I've only been there for a year and a half. So that's in Idaho, so that's pretty good considering our minimum wage is still $7.25. So I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think supervisor is either a salary position or it's in the 20s for hourly pay. I'll have to update on that, but I think that's what I could get to. So that's pretty good for the first 2 years of working there to be getting paid that much. So I wanted to give that update. Yeah, so I've seen some questions about, like, it's hard for me to get hired in this state. I don't know where to work, but I highly recommend a plasma center if you primarily want to practice phlebotomy, because you are doing that all day. So that's literally the only thing you're going to be doing. But if you want to become whatever, like a MA or like a nurse, I would recommend definitely working at a hospital just so you can see that atmosphere, what it's like. But if you just want to practice phlebotomy, I would recommend working at a plasma center or like a blood bank. I don't know how blood banks work really, but I know that at plasma centers you are doing phlebotomy all day. So, I mean, even if you don't want to work there long term, it's really good for practice. So that's basically what I wanted to say, give an update. I still love my job. I'm planning on working there for a long time because of all the advancement that's opening up. So, yeah, I hope that answers some questions. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I usually respond to all of them. So, yeah, let me know. Thank you. Bye.